श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय. In the field of action, people's minds become crippled by the lack of freedom to proceed in their own way. The same is true in the sphere of religion. If the aspirant does not find scope for a wide extension of his search in keeping with his individual temperament, his efforts will stagnate in narrow grooves. The path that has been chosen must be pursued with great vigor in order that purity of mind and heart may be developed. When the goal is ever before one as a living reality, all that is needful will come of its own accord. To be attracted means to become transformed. Whenever you feel drawn to anything, be it a person, an object, or an idea, you have to sacrifice something of yourself. In the exact degree that you give up, so will you receive. This is an axiom of life. To gain everything without letting go of anything is never possible, for the simple reason that two things cannot at the same time occupy one and the same place. That is to say, without sacrifice, nothing can be achieved. The more the heart becomes filled with the love of God, the fainter will grow the appetite for material enjoyments. The moment you become charmed and therefore transformed and inspired by Him, your mind will be stilled. True, it is not possible to be fascinated by Him unless His pull is felt from within. Yet, a determined effort to ever look forward to His experience is essential. As a businessman always keeps himself informed about the market rates, so should one constantly remain occupied with spiritual inquiry and investigation. In the midst of limitation, if one line of approach is selected and steadily pursued, the bonds of limitation will fall away as soon as one becomes fully concentrated on the goal. Then the one will stand revealed as the many and the many as the one. In order to be blessed with the power to reach infinity, one must begin by laboring within the finite. So long as one is identified with the body, it is necessary to submit to the rules and prohibitions set forth in the sacred texts. This requires patience and endurance. Nature, although itself in constant flux, never accords help to anyone in his restlessness. Without experiencing the anguish inherent in the mechanism of life in the world, the desire to become acquainted with the great mechanic, Yantri, who causes the cosmic machine to revolve, does not arise in the human heart. Disease, grief, privations, remorse, and the like are very necessary for man. Just as fire burns away all dross and rubbish, so the threefold suffering, Tritap, purges man's heart from all impurity and results in a growing single mindedness in his search after truth. When he becomes deeply conscious of his weakness and tormented by the thought of his undesirable impulses and distressing characteristics, when afflictions like poverty, bereavement, or humiliation make him feel his life is futile, then and then only does he develop real faith and religious fervor and becomes anxious to surrender himself at the feet of the Supreme Being. Suffering should therefore be welcomed. Never does the soft moonlight appear more soothing than after the scorching heat of a summer day. श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय।